Woohoo! It is Friday.
It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Hump day to Friday. We have counted you down to the weekend, and we have a great episode for you today. What do you do when you go through a life-altering event that really impacts you? Today, we're going to be talking about mental health, investing in your own mental health. But before we do that, we have to have a few words of promotional consideration from our sponsors.
All right, guys, we're going to share. We are so excited. You know, we have sponsors now. We've got merch now. So, hey, let's hear firstly from our sponsors. They are making it all possible. So let's see what they've got to say. So it's spinning in a circle, Corey. Our sponsors are like
going in circles.
Yeah. Our sponsors are like, we did our thing. Oh my goodness, Corey. Our sponsors, guys, you can become a sponsor too. There's a pinned comment in this episode. So hey, visit that pinned comment and click the link. Sponsorships are affordable. You sponsor the week and you have a $25, $50, $75, or a $100 sponsorship for that week. So for the low price of a cup of coffee, a few cups of coffee, you can also sponsor Blind Guy, his wife, their life. So let's get started, Corey. I guess we'll hear from our sponsors later.
And we're going to start with our intro video from Real Talk with Ntadi.
Oh, yeah, she created our video.
It's another episode of A Blind Guy,
his wife,
Hey everybody, hump day to Friday. We are here for you every week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 15 a.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Welcome to another episode of A Blind Guy,
his wife,
their life
live.
On this broadcast, we change the narrative of what you think it means to be normal or the normal expectations that you have about different aspects of life. And we do that by introducing you to fabulous people, fabulous guests that we met through our personal and professional journeys.
Speaking of personal and professional journeys, Corey, guess what? Our sponsors might play right now. Should we give a word of
a few
thanks?
Words of promotional consideration from our sponsors.
All right, let's see it.
2.0.
Yeah, 2.0. So guys, you can become sponsors. There are new sponsorship opportunities. Let's play it and see where it goes. New sponsor for the live show this week, we have our
Supreme Cup of Joe,
David and Christine Brooks. Thank you so much for being sponsors. Guys, when you head over to blindguyhiswife.com, you will see how you can become a sponsor, what to do, how you're making this all possible. We've got new microphones, we've got new merchandise, and these things don't buy themselves. It's all because of you. So we appreciate your support.
Again, we introduce you to fabulous people that we met through our personal and professional journeys. Today is no exception to the rule. Today, we're going to start off with a word on the street segment brought to us by young Miss Paisley. We're going to bring young Miss Paisley in to say good morning.
Oh, yeah, we definitely have to say good morning to our guests. So, hey there, Paisley, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Paisley, how old are you?
8 years old.
8 years old. Okay, so in a couple of years, you'll be going to college and driving, so you'll be doing all that when you're 10. No, I'm just kidding with you. We can't wait to hear your word on the street later on today. We're excited. Are you excited?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yes, you are excited, and you are super cute, too, as well.
Oh, yeah. So we will see you soon with our word on the street, okay?
Okay.
All right. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be such a good show, Corey, because folks have been asking, what happened to the word on the street? Where are the kids? We want the kids. Bring back the kids. We're going to give the people what they want.
And the great thing about today's word on the street, it's a mother-daughter affair.
Oh, yeah. We've got to say hi to her mom, too, right?
Her mother, Casey's mother, is our special guest. She is going to be talking to us about what we can do when we have those life-altering events and how we can invest in our own mental health. Today we have our special guest. She is Catina Williams, the founder and CEO, lead counselor of Bloom Psychotherapy Center.
Hey, let's say good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Catina, how are you doing?
I am doing wonderful.
Catina, you are a mom, you are a wife, you are a dog owner, you are a licensed clinical social worker, you are a woman.
An aunt.
Yeah, auntie, you are a woman of many talents and you wear a lot of different hats. And we're so glad to have known you for such a long time.
Long.
And just so you know, Catina is older than Flaquita, who is older than me. So I'm not one on the stage.
I know. Well, good news. We do have folks already in there saying morning, mommy. So people are excited to have you here today.
Good morning.
Yes. Well, so thank you so much for being here. We're looking forward to hear more about how we can invest in our mental health because you're a licensed clinical social worker, which means you can diagnose some of those mental health issues and you can treat them with therapy. Stop pointing to me, Corey. We can see you. So Corey can't see, I can see. I don't even know why he tried to go for it. But Tina, we'll see you soon, okay?
All right.
All right. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a fun day, Corey.
Remember, today's broadcast is member supported by viewers like you. And you can help this broadcast or be part of the home team by remembering to bum rush the button.
Hitting that thumbs up button means a lot for us, guys. Tells other people that this information is important. It tells other people how to find this information because the algorithm does its magic. So all you have to do is click the thumbs up. And then, of course, you can also join the ranks of being a sponsor. Go to blindguyhiswife.com. Look at all of our sponsors that we've had so far. They're scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen. You can join the ranks. I'll show you that particular site because you've already seen it. So we're just going to share it with you again. When you head over to blindguyhiswife.com, you get right here. You land right here, I should say. You'll see Corey's eyes don't work. He has a wife. That's me. They celebrate. Stop looking sad, Corey. They celebrate life. But scroll on down. This is where you can check out the sponsorship opportunities. There's a video that shows you exactly what you have to do to become a sponsor. You can click the button to take you there. However, if you're just interested in the show, you can see who's on this week, what's happening. You can visit the calendar to see the description of today's shows. So you can scroll around, read all the info and all of those good things. Wednesday was so great. We launched our merch line with Press and Sew. Yesterday we had Juliet Ambali from Nigeria. She was fabulous. And today we've got Invest in Your Mental Health with Catina Williams. So of course you can scroll on down here and check out our 25 for 25 campaign. Hashtag 25 for 25. Corey, you've been blind for 25 years. And guys, it's been a journey. You know, of course, if you'd like to support this production, not just with sponsorship, but a one-time monetary donation, buy us a coffee, support the production, and click the green coffee cup.
Make sure you click the green coffee cup and start grinding. Start grinding.
You're going to get us for copyright strike grinding. You know what? I'm going to just click this green coffee cup. You can click 1 coffee, 3 coffee, 5 coffees. You've been blind 25 years. I'll type in 25 coffees and you can leave your name, say something nice. It shows how you're supporting this production. You can see who else supported it. But keep in mind that all proceeds go to our nonprofit organization, Atumpan Edutainment, right there on the calendar for you guys. So, Corey, how do we get started today? Do they get a sneak peek at the plant-based treat?
Sure, why not?
Okay, let's go for it. We're always trying to get you guys to eat more fruits and vegetables because it's healing, it's helpful, it's impactful for your life. So here's a sneak peek at today's plant-based treat.
Bangin' plant-based barbecue.
That's it.
All right.
That's all you get.
Great
Sneak peek.
summertime treat. So anytime treat, but great for summertime since it's summertime right now. So let's jump into the comments.
You know what?
Speaking of jumping into
the comments, Phil is already talking trash. Corey's blind, yet he can read the comments.
I didn't read them today.
No, I will start today. Phil, I thought Phil was in first place, but look at Coach Remy. I don't know how this happens, Corey.
Yeah, Coach Remy work out.
The comments will be there and then they'll disappear. I don't know how. I don't know why. Coach Remy says, is it first? Is it fair? Is it safe to say first? And he's got it in all caps.
All right, Coach Remy, go check out Coach Remy's YouTube channel, Working Out with Coach Remy. He is going to get you into shape.
Yeah, Coach Remy does things that you can do at home. Sometimes he has his nephews, his mom. So it's for any age range. You don't need equipment. Sometimes he's outside in nature, outside at the gym, like the playground gym, the original gym. And it's doable, guys. You can get results. But Donnie goes in, speaking of results, was like, wow, I'm first today.
Donnie goes into the fire.
He didn't get first, though. Some kind of way, you know what? It's tricky. It'll make it look like you're in there and you don't see any other comments.
Right.
Guys, Donnie shares our videos quite often. Thank you, Donnie. We appreciate it. He has a fabulous channel that has grown so much. Donnie is in the manosphere talking men's talk. He's talking about business. He's talking about how to be a man. He's talking about how to lead your family. Get over there, guys, and check him out. And Coach Remy is saying, good morning, everyone, but all the way from Nigeria. Hello, beautiful people.
All right.
Who's that, Corey?
Juliet.
Yeah,
it is the east and Juliet is the sun.
Absolutely.
Juliet Ambali, check out her YouTube channel. She's got great videos, great advice, and she's also got a beautiful family as well and lots of businesses too. So.
Yeah, family businesses, ice business called Chill It. You can find it on Instagram, Chill It Official. If you want to see how they do business in Nigeria, that's one business that they show. And they also have a publishing, editing, printing, everything.
And congratulations to Juliet, who hit 1,000 subscribers. The crowd goes wild.
So nice job, Juliet, on that. Look at Phil in there. Grand day, y'all.
All right, PWJ, again, thank you for being here this morning.
Yes. And see, look, Phil talking about, told you he could read, point proven.
How did I read today?
I think you said something that
because you was Juliet. I figured that was Juliet.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, let's go ahead and put into the comments because our word on the street is going to help us with our first giveaway. So put into the comments, #therapy, #THERAPY. So that way we can get our word on the street person in here to help us with our first giveaway for first place pony, because of course it's tough out here. People want to be first. Coach Remy, some kind of way, he was in there first, but hey, I don't know what's happening, but we already got Phil. He put it in there, #therapy. So get that done. Look at Irene in there saying,
Irene is there.
Yes, Irene is in Kenya, and Irene has a fabulous channel where she's always showing content from the village, from the cities in Nairobi and different things.
Coach Remy is coming from Belgium.
Yeah, so everybody's in different places. Coach Remy has his #therapy. Phil, you really were first. I saw it. I don't know how this happens, but then it went away. So don't worry. Maybe you can get first place pony because that's why you're putting the #therapy into the comments. So let's see who else is in here because we've got folks. Of course, I told you Irene was in there saying hello to everyone. She's giving greetings to Juliet, but we also have Ntabi talking about, I heard my name.
Real talk from Ntabi.
She's saying happy Friday to us.
Happy. She makes me happy.
So we've got everybody in here, and she even put #therapy. Let's bring in our word on the street so that we can figure out what our word on the street is, as well as how who's going to get first place pony, how we can solve this competition.
We have a special cutie pie of a person that's going to come in and give us today's word on the street. She's an 8-year-old, smart little girl, and she's very talented, plays the violin.
She's a musician.
It's time for today's word on the street with Paisley.
Hello. All right. Good morning. How are you, Paisley?
Good morning. I'm good.
All right. You are good. Well, we've got you here with the word on the street because we've got people in the chat that are competing with each other. Like Coach Remy, he's a real coach, and he's telling Phil, wait and see. He says he's going to win today's hashtag therapy contest. So you tell me, what does therapy even mean?
What
Is that the word?
The word on her word on the street today is investment, right?
Ah, investment. Invest. What does that word mean? Because that is related to therapy. We can invest in our therapy. So what does invest mean?
Invest means to expend money or time with expansion of achieving a profit.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about investing time or money or energy into something so that you can get something back. All right. So
Well, so hold on a second, because we've got Atumpan, the Talking Drums Entertainment, saying to Paisley, hey, Queen. So we've got people in here saying hello to you. So, okay. So the word is hashtag therapy because your mom is a therapist, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where the connection is. Investing in therapy. We can all invest in ourselves, pour into something. That's what invest means, right, Corey?
right today, invest means to pour into something, and you're pouring into yourself because you go to school, you learn how to read, so you can give us the word on the street, right?
Yeah.
So I have a quick question for you because Phil Jr. is saying right. Hello, Paisley. Welcome to the Word on the Street. So here's the question for you. And I'm sure Phil would agree because, men, they love cars, they love to drive. So the question for you is if your parents invest in a go kart right now for you, it'll help you, invest in your driving skills for later when you get your first brand new Mercedes or sports car at age 16, right?
Yes.
Well, I like that answer because Real Talk with Ntabi is all the way in South Africa. But she's telling you, oh, wow, thank you, Princess. I learned what the word invest means. She just learned that from you. She says, you are the best little cute princess. Oh, my goodness. Everybody is loving you, Paisley. And this is just great. So, yes. And then listen to Coach Remy. He's in there saying, my princess. He loves it. He's got a medal in there for you for the princess. Everybody says you're a champion today for bringing us these words.
Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. All right, Paisley, you've got to help us because Coach Remy had the first comment. What we're going to do now is we're going to see who is going to win our first place pony. That's what we call it when we see who can get, who can say they were actually first, just get first place bragging rights. So everybody had to put this word into the comments, hashtag therapy.
Yeah, therapy.
Yep, hashtag therapy. And if they do that, they might win bragging rights for being first since everybody didn't get it. Only Coach Remy was the real first person. So we need your help right now.
So Paisley, when you hear me make this sound, ring, you're going to say, and they're off. So let's practice. Ring.
And they're off.
Nice. Okay. Thank you, Paisley. Phil is already saying it. Thank you, Paisley. And Ntabi, Real Talk with Ntabi, she's down there in South Africa. She is saying you are welcome. And listen to Coach Remy. He's telling you, Paisley, just tell them it is CR, Coach Remy. So Phil has his vote in there, hashtag therapy. I say we go for the giveaway. Right. You've already practiced with Corey. So if you're ready, Paisley, we'll do it. Let's see if Atumpan, the Talking Drums Entertainment, is going to get their vote in. I don't know if they put hashtag therapy into the comments, but go for it, Corey.
It's time for today's first place pony drawing. All the jockeys are in behind the gate in position. Bring!
They are all.
All right, Ntabi, Coach Remy, Phil, Ntabi, Coach Remy, Phil, Coach Remy, Phil, Ntabi, Phil, Coach Remy, Ntabi, Coach Remy, Phil, Coach Remy, Phil, Coach Remy. Hey, Ntabi!
Real Talk with Ntabi. She is the champion, my friend. All right.
Oh my
Congratulations. Real
goodness.
Talk and Ntabi gets bragging rights for first place pony.
Yes, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, Paisley. I think you were good luck because Juliet was saying hello to you. She's all the way in Nigeria. So she was saying hello. And Coach Remy was hoping that he would win because he said, "Did you hear that? The real number one." Tell him. But now we know that Juliet is saying, "Yay, it's Ntabi. We've got a winner." So Paisley, you really made this wonderful today. Thank you for helping us with our first giveaway. And oh my goodness, how do you feel? Are you excited for Ntabi?
Yes.
Absolutely right. She's the winner. Look at what she says. Ntabi says, "Yeah, I am a champion." Wow, I got it. Yay. So this is great. Juliet is being a team player because everybody works together here. And she's saying, what is she saying there? Congrats to Ntabi. And then we also have Sylvie Sidge in there saying, "Hey there, fam. I literally put on a reminder for this. I'm a few minutes late." Nope, you're not late. You're just in time. And like you said, Sylvie, better late than never. Sylvie has a YouTube channel too, Paisley. I think she's also in South Africa. She's really pretty and she has great comments and she has great commentary on her videos. She talks about education. She's traveled outside of Africa. This girl is phenomenal and she's young. So she's like you, like a young lady that's doing big things.
All right.
So
make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in.
All right, Paisley, we're going to see you soon. But Phil is saying congratulations to Ntabi. We also have, you know what? David Hunt is in here, Corey.
Hunty boy.
David Hunt is in here trying to win because Phil is talking to David as well.
David Hunt has a great YouTube channel. He does morning music meditation. Check him out.
Absolutely. So he's saying, say it, David Hunt. This is rigged. That's what he wants him to say. So Phil is telling her she's right on time. And nope, you didn't miss anything, Penny. Penny is actually in the UK. So she's over in London or Europe, somewhere over there. Yeah, people are all around the world watching you right now, Paisley.
So you're an international star right now, Paisley.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Penny. So, all right, Paisley, we're going to see you next time, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, my goodness. Word on the street with Paisley was so good. Wait a minute. It was so good until David Hunt came in here talking about rigged. And look at Roland Williams and they're talking about, "Hello, my little baby."
Rolling. Every day we be rolling.
Absolutely. People are supporting Paisley. People are excited. Folks are chatting back and forth. Phil and Penny are saying hello. Corey, how do we get our guest for the day in? Because I'm excited now.
Yes. Today we always have fabulous guests that come on and join us each week, hump day through Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today is no exception to the rule.
Speaking of hump day, Corey, you know that our shirts say hump day to Friday. The reason why is because these shirts are part of our new merch line from Press and Sew. Guys, right there, we're sharing with you on the screen. We'll be dropping that into the chat so that you don't have to get a Blind Guy's Wife shirt. You can get any of these. Go ahead, Corey.
You can be part of the home team. Every team has a jersey. Every fan has a jersey. So make sure you get your t-shirt, your Hump Day to Friday t-shirt, or one of the other t-shirt designs that we have through our Press and Sew marketplace.
Yes, definitely. So I like the WTF one. Week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is what that stands for. Countdown, weekend countdown. So I'll definitely be dropping that link into the chat so that you guys can visit Blamazon, the Black Amazon, guys. Press and Sew.
Blamazon.
Go ahead and do our introduction, Corey.
Hey, and one of the t-shirts was actually a slogan given to us by one of our viewers, Shonda. She actually suggested "All the Way Live."
Oh, absolutely. Shonda Brooks did win the giveaway where she was able to give us one of the designs, and this is it, guys. So, hey, it's a family affair here. Everybody's working together, and we love the engagement.
So let's get into today's special guest.
Ooh.
Today's special guest is going to tell us what we can do when we experience those.
Just a minor correction from Sylvia, because David, luckily we got Penny here. She's telling David to behave. Sylvie she says a minor correction. She's in Namibia. Yes, I love Namibians. Because, that's where Sizzles is, Sizzles Diaries. Thank you so much for such kind words. She's saying Penny likes the Hump Day Friday shirt. And yes, thank you for the clarification. Listen to Phil telling Tabby, you got it this time, but it's okay. Roland is in here saying hello to everybody.
All right. Well, again, today's special guest, we have had years of experience with her as a person, but she's also a great professional providing a great service that talks about investing in your own mental health. She is a licensed clinical social worker, and her specialty is helping women who are going through the perinatal process, from preconception to conception to birth to afterbirth. She is there for women, but all of her advice will cut across a lot of different lines for men and women. And she helps us to figure out what we can do when we experience those life-altering events. Today's special guest is brains and beauty combined together in a way that no other person could have done but God. Today's person is a blend of sweetness that surpasses any honey from any hive, any sugar from any sugar cane. And she is a blend of sweetness and wisdom that goes beyond the oldest sage in the temples of Tibet, the different shrines in Africa.
She did all that.
She is all that.
Oh, Marlon is in here.
Not just a bag of chips, but the whole doggone aisle of bag of chips. She's a variety pack.
Corey,
That's some of the chips she
say hi to Marlon, because you kind of going way too far.
Marlon Mall, thespian king. I gotta give it up for this person.
you gotta reel it in, because Marlon is a thespian, so he's thinking to himself, I'm sure, like, wow, this is an incredible act that Corey. An incredible script. I mean, because he's a screenwriter as well.
This person has deep connected roots with us that go back.
And while Roland talking about now, I have diabetes, because you said she was so sweet.
There you go. Now, with that being said, it's time for today's featured guest, the therapy, Catina Williams.
Hello. Thank you, Corey, for that wonderful introduction.
Thank you, Catina.
Absolutely.
It was every bit of it was deserved. We've known you for quite a few years, and you never changed, and you're bringing that same personality into to your profession, and we just want to celebrate you today.
Yes, we've got Shonda in there already welcoming you, saying, "Hey, Catina." Yeah, she's like, "Hey, Catina, welcome." Of course, Marlon was laughing at you, Corey, and all your shenanigans. So he's in there just cracking up. And Phil says, "Welcome, Paisley's mom." So, we're talking about this history and how you are doing all of these things, but there's a history behind it, right? Because we got some love and hearts coming from Roland. Every
day he be rolling.
Right. We've got your sweetheart, your beau, your husband, your rock. He's in there.
And Roland is a great man, because Roland is a Prince fan, just like me.
Oh, that's true. Both of you love Prince. But how did you start with this? Like, you didn't just wake up and say, "Oh, I think I'll just get my undergrad in sociology, my master's in social work, and then become a therapist." Like, there was some work that had to go into this. And how did you become, Bloom Psychotherapy Center? How did this practice bloom? Tell us about it.
Okay, well, I started out in 2000. I obtained my master's degree in social work. However, my concentration was in community development. So I really didn't have the desire at the moment to become a therapist. I just wanted to work in community development, And in that work, I work with nonprofits, aid service organizations, even work for housing programs. So I did a lot of work in that regard and really enjoyed it. So after having my master's in social work for some time, I decided that I wanted to get into therapy. And what prompted me to seek a clinical licensure was working with aid service organization and seeing that after connecting them with a lot of different resources, there was a need for some mental health support. Like people needed to talk about what they were going through. And
I may or may not be pointing to Corey right now.
So, I knew that people needed a safe space, and I wanted to, get the education and learn how I can help in that regard. So I did, pursue licensure, and, I started my journal as a clinical social worker. And so I really enjoyed it. But through my work, I noticed that there were just some gaps in services that, many of, moms were having a hard time and needed additional support. I also,
speaking of moms and needing additional support, you have this post on your Facebook page. Strong women aren't simply born; they are made by the storms they walk through. So we have this here, but also you also have a lot of other things right here as a resource on your Facebook page regarding fertility problems, and moms, just how you can support. Oh, you said this one is your favorite?
Yes. The little baby in the NICU.
Well, this is so good because the way you're describing it, you started on this journey in one direction, working with one set of folks, and then you also found, your heart space in, with these babies and everything. Mm-hmm. Phil is in here, Corey, saying, "Dearly beloved." From earlier. But we also have Evelyn Gauss. Let's welcome her.
Evelyn Gauss.
Hi, Evelyn.
Yes, Phil is welcoming her. And of course, Donnie Goes In is back in there. And so, we've got people that are here and excited about this. I want to hear more about what we're looking at right now, because you're talking about working with these moms, and your practice is Bloom Psychotherapy Center. So how are you helping people, blooming babies? You have a perinatal approach where you're helping women from
preconception.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Corey.
Preconception, conception, pregnancy to postpartum.
Yes.
Or postnatal.
Yes. Yeah. All of those things. So I'm just going to make sure that I share your Facebook page so that people can follow you and just see, oh, this is what it's all about. Tell us a little bit about, blooming babies, why you have a heart for fertility, why you have a heart for babies. And, right now, I'm going to just let you know, lights, camera, action, you're on. We're going to give you the spotlight. That's what Mr. Riley said, Corey. Mm-hmm. He's in California from Los Angeles. He's saying, yes. So tell us, where your heart space comes from for these babies.
So, yeah, my, the main reason behind Bloom is, my professional experiences working with moms, but also my personal experiences, experiencing infertility, having a baby born prematurely, so I went through, a lot. And, I sought, some support, and I really couldn't find anyone to, support me. And I'm like, you know what? I do this work, I have this experience. Let me, expand my reach. And so I took additional classes. I actually became certified in perinatal mental health. And I also obtained a lot of different trainings to, help moms in terms of the way that I provide therapy. So I provide, we work a lot with mindfulness and, teaching moms and families just how to be present. And I also provide EMDR and brain spotting, which, really helps to deal with difficult challenges that you may experience on your journey to, building your family.
So, so in seeking to invest in your own mental health, you actually found that you invested in yourself to help others with their mental health journey as well. So, yeah, that's.
I do have on the screen too that EMDR. This is from Catina's website, Bloom Psychotherapy Center. We'll make sure we drop this link into the chat so that way you guys can find out more about, wow, I didn't realize this is what psychotherapy can do for me. I can invest in myself and I can improve in myself by just getting therapy. Because, of course, Paisley told us investing. You're telling us therapy. We're bringing it all together. And just so you know, Corey, EMDR is eye movement desensitization and reprocessing.
Okay.
I've heard of brain mapping, but I hadn't heard of EMDR. So this can actually help folks who are, they with what, like trauma
So
or
hypnotizing them.
oh yeah, is that where you got that clock, that stopwatch? Is that what you're doing?
It is a hypnotherapy. But
that's hypnotherapy. Okay.
Yeah, it's not hypnotherapy, but what it does, both brain spotting and EMDR, it allows you to to look at memories, to reprocess them. Sometimes we experience things and, even though it may have happened, 20 years ago, we feel the impact of it today. And it prevents us from, being able to get good sleep, be able to, engage in certain relationships, because we are triggered by things that remind us of that memory. So, using EMDR and brain spotting, you can take a look at those events and those experiences, and we can reprocess them in a healthy way so that you can, go on and not feel stuck, feel stuck like, you just keep going back to the, to the past. So, yeah.
I love it. You were saying brain spotting. I've heard of brain mapping. There's brain spotting. So basically there are all these different things, EMDR, all these different terms that you don't just learn like in elementary school. Of course, you have done the work to go to school so that you can have additional training to work with, babies and whatnot. And then, of course, elementary school, look, 757 Renaissance Man says, hey, family, sorry I was late. Couldn't miss the Camelot homegirl.
757 Renaissance Man. Check out his podcast.
Absolutely. All things wonderful.
Sean Connor's in the house.
Yeah, Sean Connor's himself.
Hi, Sean.
So, Phil is also just making sure that, so brain spotting isn't when you hook up jumper cables to a battery and shock people.
It does not, Phil, no.
Because, well, here's the thing, though, like shock therapy was a thing. We do have a question or a comment from Sylvie Sidge as well. Now, Sylvie is in Namibia, and she says, I have major trust issues that I can't even trust a therapist. I don't even know what to do to overcome this because deep down, I feel like I need to talk to someone, but the fear that they will tell on me stops me. And this is something that a lot of us run into. So what about when we have different traumas in our lives and we're thinking, oh, this is great. I'm blooming, I'm growing, I'm working, I'm getting degrees, I'm leveling up, but then those blooms start to wilt. So what about those wilted blooms? How does this work? Like Sylvia is saying, can we trust therapists? What is therapy for? What is it going to get us through? Tragedies, traumas, or like you said,
life-altering events.
Life-altering events.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a really good, comment, because, you know, one of the things that we do is we, maintain confidentiality. So
Mm.
that's one of the things that we're, therapists, we hold the tea. We hold,
Not spilling one
so
drop.
yeah, we hold it, and we don't, we don't share that information. There are times that we do, though. So to help Sylvia, in that area, the only time that we have to share with someone what, a situation with the person is when they are a danger to themselves or someone else.
Oh,
So if they are threatening to, if they're saying, I just, I'm going to
Lizzie
kill my
Borden.
boss, or I'm going to, hurt myself or someone else, or, that is the only time that we have to break confidentiality. And when we do, we only share the information that we need to, and we only share it with whom we need to, which is, other professionals to get you the support that you need.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Here's a curveball since somebody's asking about, since you're talking about you had to hold the tea.
Oh, speaking
So,
of tea, Corey, we got Chippo's Kitchen in there. I'm sure she's got some tea. Saying hi, host. Hello to you.
hey, how you
We
doing?
have a lot of food people that visit us, and we love it because, of course, we always share our plant-based treat at the end. And Phil is always on duty greeting everyone, so we appreciate that. And look at Irene Zab in there saying hello to everyone, speaking of greetings. So go ahead, Corey. You were talking
So,
about the tea.
yeah, holding that tea. So, how do you as a psychotherapist, how do you decompress from hearing the stress and the trauma of other people? How do you decompress yourself so you're not carrying that weight with you as you carry that tea all day long?
Yeah. So that is a really good question. Um, you know, self-care is a real thing,
Hmm.
and it's not, going to get your nails done and all those kind of things. I mean, which is nice, but being able to just be mindful of how I'm doing, in terms of myself, making sure that I'm getting enough sleep, that I am, participating, engaging in things that I enjoy. Um, one of the things that I do for self-care this summer is swimming. I love the water. And
Oh.
so, yes, any opportunity we can, we go swimming. And, that is something that I, really enjoy in terms of for self-care. But I also manage my practice in a way so that I can have space. I don't see I don't work 40 hours a week. I don't
Hmm.
see 40 clients. I keep my practice small so that I'm able to, have the capacity to be able to hold space for the people that I work with. So, yes, that is a good question, Corey.
And so
This is
it sounds like too what you're saying is what a lot of people can do for themselves before they get to those life altering events, or they have that they might be heading down the road towards,
hmm
for lack of better words, and this is a popular one, depression and anxiety. They can
hmm
do these self-care things that you're just mentioning as preventive maintenance for their mental health.
And
Right.
we have this quote on the screen. This is from her Facebook page. We did drop it into the link. It's in the video description. It says, "Therapy is dope because it's all about me, my emotions, my healing, my growth. It's taught me to be self full outside of the therapy office." So, speaking of the therapy office, my question for you is, I noticed on your website you have different frequently asked questions. So, like if we have people that are looking for services, they're out here in the market and they're trying to figure out, how do I help myself? Right? What do I do for myself? You have people out here that are doing what you said. They're servicing themselves, self-care. We have a lady here that just came back from Ghana. She said it was one of the best trips ever. Speaking of which, course, she's saying hi to my favorite family
Super
friends.
no.
Yes. Last year, at the end of the year, Zenobia was traveling internationally. And she said it was the best thing for her, you know. And we also have Keisha with us in here saying, hello, all. This is great. You're doing a great job, Miss Williams.
All right, Keisha.
Yeah. So
Hi,
Phil,
Keisha.
yep, Phil is greeting them all, saying hello. And so Evelyn Gauss is saying therapy is good for anyone. But on your website, you know, you have a couple of frequently asked questions to kind of help us figure out if we're in the market for a therapist. You know, what do we do? How do we figure this out? And, you know, I like that you kind of lay it out here where it these are some of the things that I would not have thought about, you know, like how can therapy help me? What is teletherapy? What are the benefits? What are your fees? Do you accept insurance and all of those things? And I know that you're serving the entire state of Virginia because that's where you're licensed. So talk a little bit about, you know, how people can find a therapist. And David Hunt needs one. He says this is fabulous, a fabulous conversation.
Yeah.
Because what's his team, Corey? Does he need therapy because he doesn't, does he need
David
therapy
needs
or
therapy
no?
because he's married. All men need therapy. Married men need therapy. I ain't lying. If you agree with that, fellas, put an amen in the comments.
So, you know what? Speaking of
I
which,
bet you one man that won't say it be rolling.
I know that's right. Speaking of which, guys, we're wrapping up soon. So as she answers this last question, go ahead and start putting into the chat Bloom.
Hashtag Bloom.
Hashtag Bloom. So that way you will never forget Bloom Psychotherapy Center. That's Catina's business right there. So tell us about finding a therapist. Should we just go to one? Should we shop around?
How
How
do you find
exactly?
that best fit?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a process. Oftentimes the first person you go to, you may or may not, you know, click with. I would say to do some research, you know, look at websites, look at the where they're listed. So one of the things that's important to know is like, where do you look? You know, where do you start? And so there's a couple of different places. So there is one of the places where I'm listed is Therapy for Black Girls.
Oh, wow.
And that is a, you know, nationwide listing. And so it has therapists that, you know, will work with Black women.
So
So
wait a minute. So you're saying that for all the Black men in here, like 757 Renaissance Man, he has a daughter, you know, Marlon does as well. They've already put their hashtag Bloom. David Hunt, Phil, and they also, so just so you know, Corey, they were in there saying amen. David Hunt and Phil. Like so basically you're saying that if these folks are looking for a therapist, if they're looking for one for their wives or their daughters, they can visit Therapy for Black Girls? Or are you saying also they can find one for themselves as well if they need therapy?
yes, most of the time the therapists that are there, they don't just work with, you know, Black women, but that's one space that you could go.
Ah,
There
and
is, yeah, there is also therapy for Black men, I believe. Um, so there's a couple of different places. There's
uh,
also a directory called Clinicians of Color. And so those are all, you know, for you know, BIPOC folks who are looking for a therapist. Then there's also Psychology Today, you know, which you can find a nice, you know, a variety of people who are providing services. So that's another space where you can look and you can find out, you know, what are their specialties, what areas do they treat, you know, all of those type of things. And that is part of the process in finding a therapist that's going to be a good fit for you, finding someone that addresses the issues that you are looking to address. So,
so let
you
me
know,
ask you this then, because you know, Phil, he was like, so where for Black men? Are you saying that when they go to Therapy for Black Girls or just to Clinicians of Color, that either of these can be a space for men, right?
yes.
Ah, so we'll make sure both of those are in the chat So this way, thank you for asking that question. And look at Mr. Riley, another Black man putting in hashtag Bloom.
But
So
Mr. Riley don't want to hashtag amen, does he?
look, Mr. Riley scared of Riley Riley. Riley is his wife.
Riley.
Yeah.
Riley.
So just so that you know, Catina, Mr. Riley's World, we got such fabulous men on this channel. Mr. Riley's World is a YouTuber as well. He's a tech guy. He's in LA. He and his wife, they do a live stream on Sunday nights, and they also do recorded videos. He's an early childhood educator, and so sometimes he has Mr. Riley
We
read.
know he needs a therapy.
Thank you for your service, Mr. Riley.
Yes, exactly. And he has this thing where a series where he has Mr. Riley reads, and he will read a book on his YouTube channel, and it's so cool. So that's another resource for people that are looking for, well, what do I have for my children? People are always saying that.
Yeah.
What do we have for us? There's all of us are doing the work for us the same way. There's you, there's Mr. Riley, there's Phil, there's Renaissance Man, there's even Roland, in here saying, thanks for having my queen and princess on your amazing show.
See, I knew Roland wouldn't say amen. Let me ask you this, Catina. I know you're talking about men and women and health. How can we
Is this the last question for her food?
Question.
And I thought you were going to ask the secret question that we didn't tell her.
The last question is, what signs, or for lack of better words, what signs and symptoms, if you have a loved one that you might think maybe need to talk to someone, or if it's you yourself, what do people look for? What is some early warning signs that we can say, okay, you might need to go talk to somebody, or I might need to go talk to somebody,
Yep.
a therapist?
Yeah. I think that, just not feeling yourself, if you are feeling, sad, you're worrying a lot, you are not sleeping well, all of those things are, reasons why I would, encourage you to seek support. But, also, just being under stress and transitions. Since the pandemic, a lot of people have reached out, for support through therapy.
So wait a minute, what kind of therapy? Because you see Sylvie from Namibia, I had put the lady in South Africa. But anyways, Sylvie says, asking again, does therapy always have to be face-to-face, or can I opt in for virtual therapy? I know on your site, you talk about teletherapy. So during during doing therapy sessions over the phone, using video conferencing for individual couples or group therapy, receiving therapy via email. So on your site, you tell us about different virtual things. So it doesn't have to be face to face. It can be on the phone. It can be face to face online. You practice in Virginia. For Sylvie, what's the best answer to her question if she were to use some of those sites that we dropped in the link, like, Clinicians of Color or Black Girl, what was it?
Therapy for Black Girls.
Therapy for Black Girls.
Yeah, so to answer your question, Sylvie, no, therapy does not always have to be face-to-face. That was one of the things also with the pandemic that changed a lot. People needed support, and it wasn't safe to, meet face-to-face. So, most therapists, provide some form of virtual therapy. I was providing virtual therapy before the pandemic, and I really enjoyed it because it does allow you to, you don't have to worry about being stuck in traffic. You don't have to worry about a babysitter or,
So it helps both sides basically,
Yeah,
because,
yes.
not everybody has people where they can just leave their children, or if it's a commute, if you find somebody you enjoy, but it's such a commute, that adds to the stress, and of course you always want things easy. You want things familiar. Speaking of familiar, Corey, 757 Renaissance Man is like, Roland, what up, homeboy? Hashtag Camelot Boys. So this brings us to our giveaway. Speaking of hashtags, we've got our final giveaway where we are going to be giving away a shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we are going to be giving away a shirt because, of course, in our store, we've just launched our new merch, and all you have to do, and they ship internationally, so anybody can win. This is the beautiful thing about Press and Sew. You can choose any one of these shirts. Of course, we know that we're probably the only one that's going to want a blind guy, his wife, their life shirt. No problem. We know that you might be also interested in the one we have on now, hump day to Friday, because it can get you from the middle of the week all the way to Friday. And they've even updated it by adding that splash of red. Then, of course, we also have our all the way live. If you're the type of person you just stay lit and you know who you are out there, you can choose this one. And then finally, we also have our WTF.
What the?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, weekend countdown. So that's what this next giveaway is. So definitely put into the comments, and I'll drop this link so that way, if you don't win, you can still visit the store because Press and Sew is the name of the company. It's Blamazon, it's the Black Amazon. They also have other merchandise so that we can have our backpacks, our bags, our ink
Coffee
pens,
mugs, thumb drives,
so many different earbuds, anything
pins,
for towels, golf bags, whatever it is. That's Corey's phone, y'all. Corey's phone, y'all know Corey can't see, so his phone has to talk, and he can't usually turn it off on silent because then he'll forget. So we've answered your question, Mr. Riley. So it's time. Uh-oh, look at Sylvia here talking junk. We have corrupted everybody. Sylvia used to be so sweet. Now look, no, Mr. Riley, I will win. Hashtag Bloom.
All the way in the movie are talking trash.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. And now Mr. Riley talking trash, talking about I'm beginning to think it's rigged too. Look.
And Mr. Riley, if you see a beautiful woman from Namibia roll up on you in California,
call Riley out.
Yeah, call Riley.
Get your back up. I've seen Riley. She looked like she's ready to roll.
Riley.
So, all right. So, Catina, we are ready for you to help us with this next giveaway. And of course, whoever wins, we'll put the email address up. So that way you can put into the chat T-shirt giveaway. And then what else do they have?
Your size. Information and your size.
Yes. Thank you so much, Corey. So for the giveaway, guys, if you put in hashtag Bloom, the algorithm got you covered, and we're going to see who's going to win this new merch.
So the way are we still waiting, or we're going to go ahead and get started?
I think we can get started. Let's see. Do you want to say it, Catina, for, ready, set, go? How are we doing this?
No, she can say every day he be rolling.
And look, you know what? Why is rolling? I did put that into the chat, guys. If you don't win, where you can get your shirt. Mr. Riley's World is talking trash to Sylvia. Talking about, not today, Sylvia. I'm going to win. He got a medal up there.
See, Mr. Riley, I'm telling you, Sylvia don't mind getting on the airplane. She'll be in California.
Well, you know
you
what?
might be from the west side, but I'm from the south side.
Roland is saying, what's up, 757? Roland, make sure you put your hashtag Bloom, because then Tavi has hers in there. We also have Keisha has hers in there. Even Reclaim Greatness. Reclaim Greatness won the first one. So, hey, look, Sylvia, it's like, let me make sure I put that in there again.
Mr. Riley will catch a Namibian noggin rocker.
So Roland is saying, Camelot in the house, put hashtag Bloom if you want to win.
Y'all stop
Roland.
shouting out that reform school.
So anyways, if you want to get a shirt and win a free shirt, if you go to our merch site and into the checkout, into the shopping cart, once you choose whatever shirt you want, you just have to put the discount code Creator 2021. And that's what will help you to get a free shirt as well.
So buy one, get one free, but it's only good through Sunday.
We gotta get out of here because Mr. Riley's about West Side for life.
See, Mr. Riley, you won't learn. You won't learn.
And then David Hunt talking about y'all might as well sit back because it's about to go down.
Really?
Hey, look at the lead attorney. Lead attorney, if you want to win.
Lead attorney in the house. Hold on, I gotta say it for him. Tu esposa
Don't-
muy malo.
Don't.
Tú necesitas the lead attorney. Y no es caca de toro.
Let me put. Wait, bull. You know what? Let's. I heard caca and I heard bull. Anyways, the lead attorney. If you want to win, if the word sound is power, she's out there in Ghana. If you want to win, she did it. Put in #Bloom. Just in case anybody is wondering, the lead attorney is an amazing force. Get onto YouTube, guys. Just like Catina is here giving us free game with psychotherapy solutions. The lead attorney does not give you legal advice, but he does give you proper legal information.
He probably just got out of court from giving somebody the smackdown, some other opposing attorney the smackdown from the lead attorney.
Absolutely.
The lead attorney whipping.
You know what? He is a veteran in family law. And so he's just 20-year veteran, excuse me. And David Hunt talking about, I'm just glad the XDMC is not here today, so they don't have to compete with him.
Yeah, he won 2 shirts last week, last episode.
Look, Riley talking about, well, hello, I heard my name, so hey.
Riley in the house.
So,
Riley, you might have to have your husband's back because Sylvia gets on that plane from Namibia. Then she give him that Namibian noggin rocker.
Yep, Sylvia's in Namibia and she's in there talking trash.
After it's all over with, Sylvia, I just want a first class flight back with you.
That's it. So we can get on
just
over
me,
there.
Just me.
Well, the lead attorney is laughing, Corey, and he says, yes, it's lunchtime. So Evelyn Gauss is laughing. Mr. Riley's World is like, yep, I agree. XDMC isn't here. The competition is down. So all you have to do, Catina, you're a licensed clinical social worker. How would you guys say ready, set, go? Like if you need somebody to go ahead and get their therapy going.
Sit back and tell me what happened to you in your childhood.
So yeah. Tell us something and then we'll say go.
Okay. What do you want me to say? Like ready, set, go?
You can say ready, set, go. But how would
every day we be rolling?
How would a therapist say go get therapy?
Carry your credit.
Yes.
Go
and get therapy. Get your healing. Have your, find your safe space. Be well. Heal, grow, bloom.
Hey, let's go.
Heal, grow, bloom.
Heal, grow, bloom. Phil, Sylvie, word, sound is power. Reclaiming greatness. Sylvie, real talk with Tabi. Reclaiming greatness. Mr. Hunt. David, Phil, Keisha Woodis, Mr. Riley's World. Phil at 757 Renaissance. Keisha! And look at there. She was in there saying ready, set, heal. She was ready to win, guys. Oh my goodness. This is so fabulous. Congratulations, Keisha. You have won a t-shirt of your choice from our new merch line. Look, we got you getting stuff straight from Blamazon, the Black Amazon. So she's in there saying, yay, we got Mr. Riley's World congratulating her. And look at Riley tomorrow. You need help, don't you? That's what you should have said for the ready, set, go. That's all you had to say, right? She is saying thank you. Oh my goodness. Everybody's so excited for her. All you have to do is email us at admin@blindguyhiswife.com. And what does she need to put in there, Corey?
You need to put in, hey, I want a free t-shirt and as the subject, and put in the email, put in your size that you want.
Because they go from small to large to XL, 4X.
To fill.
Hey, small to fill.
So,
but wait a minute. Why is David Hunt talking trash in here? You know what he said, Corey. Ready, set, rigged. He said, now I need therapy.
So Keisha also include which design.
Now he needs therapy.
Including the email, Keisha, which design you want on your t-shirt, and also your shipping information as well.
Look, why Mr. Riley don't even know her? We got beef between him and Sylvia. He's talking about if Sylvia had won, I would have been heated.
Boy, so somebody gonna need the lead attorney.
Yeah. Hopefully the lead attorney is still on his lunch break. You guys make sure you subscribe to everybody that we've talked about and turn on all notifications. The lead attorney, I don't know if Riley has a channel because that's her Facebook, but Mr. Riley's World definitely has a channel. So get in there, guys. And of course, And Tabi did our artwork. She's in South Africa. We've worked virtually with her. She did our intro video. Subscribe to these folks because this is how we have been able to heal, grow, and bloom. What you laughing at?
I was just imagining the lead attorney standing on one of those tables in the courtroom, then jumping down and boom!
People's elbow.
The people's elbow on the opposing attorney. Like, how you like me now?
Right. So say we talk about, haha, Mr. Riley, next time I'm taking it. So this brings us to finish our show with our plant-based treat. We want to know how many fruits and vegetables you have had today. This question is for you.
I can't do that.
For me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, none.
Okay, well, I'll give you some time to get your lie together.
I haven't eaten yet. No.
Oh, well, there you go. You haven't eaten
I'm
yet.
doing I'm intermittent fasting. Yeah.
Nice. And when you
I
come
eat after 12.
Oh, you know what? That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
I've just had water today.
And water is life. So that's a great start. We should all start there. Sylvia's saying, and Tabi is great and super awesome. Yes. So guys, I think this brings us into our close. We're going to finish up with our plant-based treats, and we want to have you hang out backstage so we can talk to you afterwards just to say a word of gratitude to you.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. This has been wonderful. We will see you soon and very soon. All right.
All right.
All right. So Corey, how are you going to introduce our plant-based treat what was our plant-based treat for today?
Banging barbecue.
Oh yeah, the banging barbecue. Guys, getting you to eat more fruits and vegetables every day. Oh my goodness. Dave Hunt is already in here talking about he had one chickpea.
Oh, he had one.
But he is congratulating Keisha.
If you want to help David Hunt have a complete meal for just 25 cents a day.
Because he's talking about he heading to the supermarket to get a grape. Marlon is saying thanks to Catina, and so is Sylvie saying this was great. Thank you, Miss Williams. So Corey, go ahead and introduce our plant-based treat.
If you want to get healthy and stay in shape, keep your blood pressure right, and keep your hypertension and keep your cholesterol great, change up what's on your plate. It's time for today's plant-based treat of the day. Hey!
Bangin' plant-based barbecue.
So I've got some bok choy that I chopped. I put it in about a cup of water. I'm just letting the water evaporate a little bit, and I'm going to add the onions, the garlic. Garlic and onions are rich in a chemical that's effective in eliminating bacterial and intestinal infections. It's badia, about a teaspoon of that. One of my favorites because it has the herbs in it. I'll put about a half teaspoon there. About a tablespoon of dried basil. Smoked paprika, high source of iron. Bok choy contains sulforaphane, which fights colon, lung, and prostate cancer. It's rich in vitamin C and beta-carotene, powerful antioxidants that are great for your vision.
Simmer for 10 minutes until the liquid cooks off. Build your plant-based barbecue.
Veganese. I like the original. The one with grapeseed oil is good too.
Veganese. It's optional.
Onions, bok choy, and garlic.
Add the cooked vegetables.
So this barbecue, I made this, it's just a plant-based meat that I made, and then I added barbecue sauce.
We made it without Veganese also. It tasted like a real barbecue sandwich.
Romaine lettuce has calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium for healthy bones and potassium for heart health and regulating blood pressure.
The plant-based meat was packed with vegetables.
Oh yeah, like broccoli, carrots, onions, rutabaga, cauliflower, a bunch of other ones. I'll have to review the video.
So that made it fine for the kids to eat, and it was packed with nutrients. I love the quinoa because it's light and airy, and with the vegetables that we made, it made a very flavorful dish.
All right. Oh my goodness.
Well, guys, mental health is important. So when you have those life-altering events, or you know somebody's going through a life-altering event, make sure you share this information with 10 people that you know. Because like I said, a lot of times people don't want to admit that they need the help. But some information like what Catina was sharing today could help them to bloom into the person that they want to be.
Yes, and I'm laughing not at the mental health advice that you're giving, but at Sil, we're talking about Black people don't measure spices when seasoning food. We just hear the ancestors say, it's enough, child. I know that's right. And then I got to make up measurements. Like, okay, that look like about a teaspoon. She probably saw that.
Sylvia, let me tell you, this is what Laquita does. She gets all the stuff in the bowl. She takes the seasonings and goes,
throw it in the air.
And whatever lands in the bowl, she stirs it up, and then it usually tastes really good.
Well, 757 Renaissance Man says he's coming over to eat.
All right, anytime, Mr. Connors, anytime.
Well, good news, Corey. Mr. Riley's World has already drank 20 ounces of water, about 60 more to go. Phil has had cherries, honeydew, watermelon, and blackberries. Guys, we're on the road to success. Keep it up. I'm sure Word Sound is Power would love it. You know, she was in here from Ghana, and she's been plant-based for over 40 years, and she has several channels. Look, she's in here saying, that's what I'm talking about, family. Hashtag vegan power for life. Marlon is sending out shout outs to Sylvia. Talking about 100.
Yeah.
Guys, we have enjoyed you today. Definitely visit our new merch site. We're having a great time with it.
Jersey.
Get your home team jersey. We are adding it to our blindguyhiswife.com website so that it'll be even easier to find the Blamazon for our new products.
Well, that does it for this episode of A Blind Guy,
His Wife,
Their Life Live. Join us next week for another fabulous lineup. We have Kojo Edem all the way from Ghana, talking about how he's giving back to Ghana.
Another Ghanaian.
With his hip life music career that he started. And we're also going to have some other fabulous guests as well. We have comedian Quincy Carr on Friday.
A local fave.
And then a national fave, too.
He's local to us, but he's also international.
And then that's Friday. Oops, skip Thursday. Who's the T for the WTF next week?
Oh, yeah, WTF. Remember, that shirt is on our merch site. I'm just going to check my calendar.
So we got Kojo, the hip life artist who's giving back to Ghana and helping schools in Ghana with his music on Wednesday.
And then next week on Thursday, the 22nd, we have Shiante Jones. Yoga.
Mrs. Jones. Out there on the west side.
She is amazing. Thank you so much, Sylvie. She says, have a great day, everyone. Enjoy this. We have enjoyed you all. We appreciate your time and you spending it with us. How do we say goodbye?
We say goodbye in honor of 757 Renaissance Man, and every day we be rolling. Who are in the marching band? We're gonna say dun 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 dun. Go Deep Creek.
Deuces.